Hey y'all, and welcome to my garden. There's something so fulfilling about nurturing a garden and watching it flourish. Dreaming of a vibrant garden but not sure where to start? Let's equip you with the essential tools and tips to make your gardening journey a blooming success. Whether you're starting with a window box or a sprawling backyard, having the right tools can make all the difference. Think of it like tackling a home renovation project. You need the right tools to get the job done right. In this video, we'll be going over the top 20 essential gardening tools for beginners. And don't worry, we won't be digging into any complicated jargon, just simple, practical advice to help you cultivate the garden of your dreams. If you want to learn something from this video, don't drag it and watch it from the beginning to the end. Let's start with the basics. Gloves. A good pair of gloves is a gardener's best friend. They protect your hands from thorns, splinters, and critters. Plus, they keep your hands clean. Choose durable, flexible gloves for delicate tasks. Ensure they fit snugly for a comfortable grip. Rinse and dry them after each use. Invest in good gloves. Your hands will thank you. Next up, we have the trusty hand trowel. This little tool is like an extension of your hand in the garden. Perfect for all those smaller tasks that require a bit more precision. From digging those perfect little holes for your seedlings to transplanting delicate blooms, the hand trowel is your go-to for all things planting. It's also incredibly handy for mixing in compost or fertilizer, ensuring your soil is rich and nourishing for your plants. When choosing a hand trowel, look for one with a sturdy handle that feels comfortable in your hand. A stainless steel blade is ideal, as it's rust-resistant and easy to clean. And just like your gloves, give your hand trowel a little love after each use. A quick rinse and dry will keep it in tip-top shape for seasons to come. Remember, a well-maintained garden starts with well-maintained tools. Now, let's talk about shaping your garden dreams. Literally. That's where pruning shears come in. These handy tools, also known as secateurs, are essential for keeping your plants healthy and looking their best. Think of pruning shears as giving your plants a little haircut. By trimming away dead or overgrown branches, you're encouraging new growth and preventing diseases from taking hold. Plus, it helps maintain a tidy and aesthetically pleasing garden. When choosing pruning shears, look for a pair with sharp, bypass blades that make clean cuts, preventing damage to your plants. A comfortable grip is crucial, especially if you'll be doing a lot of pruning. And just like your other tools, keeping your pruning shears clean is key. After each use, wipe away any sap or debris and sharpen the blades regularly to ensure smooth, precise cuts. Remember, a little pruning goes a long way in creating a thriving, beautiful garden. Moving on to a tool that's all about giving your plants a strong foundation. The garden fork. This tool is essential for loosening and aerating the soil, allowing roots to breathe and absorb nutrients more effectively. Think of your garden fork as a giant, gentle comb for your soil. Its long, sturdy tines penetrate deep into the ground, breaking up compacted soil and improving drainage. This is especially important in areas with heavy clay soil, where water can easily pool and suffocate roots. When choosing a garden fork, look for one with a comfortable, D-shaped handle that provides a secure grip. The tines should be strong and slightly curved, making it easier to penetrate the soil. And as always, keep your garden fork clean and dry after each use to prevent rust and ensure its longevity. Remember, healthy soil equals happy plants, and the garden fork is your key to achieving that. Now let's talk about the heavy lifter in the garden, the spade. This tool is your go-to for digging larger holes, edging your garden beds, and moving soil or compost around. Think of the spade as the workhorse of your gardening tools, always ready to tackle those bigger tasks. Its sharp, flat blade makes it ideal for digging straight edges, creating defined borders for your garden beds. When choosing a spade, look for one with a sturdy handle and a comfortable grip. The blade should be made of durable material, like tempered steel, to withstand heavy use. And just like your other tools, always clean your spade after each use and store it in a dry place to prevent rust. Remember, a good spade is an investment that will serve you for years to come, making those larger gardening tasks a breeze. Next up, we have the rake, a tool that's all about creating a smooth, even canvas for your garden. Whether you're leveling soil, removing debris, or preparing your garden beds for planting, the rake is an indispensable tool. Think of the rake as the artist's brush for your garden, smoothing out any imperfections and creating a clean slate. Its long handle and evenly spaced tines make it easy to distribute soil, mulch, or compost, ensuring a consistent look throughout your garden. When choosing a rake, consider the size and scope of your garden. A standard leaf rake is perfect for smaller gardens, while a bow rake is ideal for larger areas or heavier debris. And as always, keep your rake clean and dry after each use to prevent rust and ensure its longevity. Remember, a well-raked garden is a happy garden, so make this tool your go-to for creating a polished look. Chapter 7. Hoe, cultivating success, one row at a time. Let's talk about a tool essential for healthy soil and weed control, the hoe. This versatile tool comes in various shapes and sizes. Think of the hoe as your garden's personal trainer. It creates furrows, cultivates soil, and chops down weeds. Keep your hoe clean and dry to prevent rust. A well-hoed garden is a happy garden. Let's talk about one of the most essential elements for a thriving garden: water. And for that, you'll need a reliable watering can or hose. Think of your watering can or hose as a refreshing drink for your plants, delivering the life-giving water they need to flourish. A watering can is perfect for smaller gardens or delicate plants, allowing for precise watering and preventing overwatering. When choosing a watering can, look for one with a comfortable handle and a well-designed spout that delivers a gentle, even flow of water. Consider the size of your garden and choose a capacity that suits your needs. For larger gardens, a hose with an adjustable nozzle is a must-have. This allows you to control the water pressure and spray pattern, ensuring you can reach every corner of your garden with ease. Remember, consistent watering is key to a healthy garden, so invest in a reliable watering can or hose to keep your plants happy and hydrated. Now, let's talk about a tool that's a true workhorse in the garden, the wheelbarrow. This trusty companion makes light work of transporting heavy loads, saving you time and energy. Think of the wheelbarrow as your garden assistant, always ready to lend a helping hand, or wheel. From moving bags of soil and mulch to transporting plants and garden waste, the wheelbarrow is an indispensable tool for any gardener. When choosing a wheelbarrow, consider the size and weight capacity that suits your needs. A single-wheeled wheelbarrow is easier to maneuver in tight spaces, while a double-wheeled option offers more stability for heavier loads. And just like your other tools, give your wheelbarrow a little TLC after each use. Hose it down to remove any dirt or debris and store it in a dry place to prevent rust. Remember, a wheelbarrow is an investment that will pay off in spades, or rather, wheelbarrows full, of time and effort saved. Let's talk about a tool that's all about comfort, the garden kneeler. This tool provides a cushioned surface for your knees, making gardening more enjoyable. It protects your knees and reduces strain on your back and joints. Garden kneelers come in various forms, from foam pads to benches with handles. Some even feature storage compartments for your hand tools. Invest in a garden kneeler to make gardening sessions a joy from start to finish. Well, there you have it, folks. Your ultimate guide to the top 10 essential gardening tools for beginners. I hope this video has inspired you to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a race. Start with the basics, build your tool collection gradually, and most importantly, have fun. Maintaining your tools prolongs their lifespan and ensures efficiency. Always clean them after use. Keep them dry to prevent rust, and store them in a cool, dry place. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more gardening tips and tricks. Happy gardening!
Hey y'all, and welcome to my little corner of the world. There's just something so fulfilling about getting your hands in the dirt and watching something beautiful grow from scratch. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a sunny windowsill, I truly believe anyone can cultivate their own green oasis. Today we're diving headfirst into the basics with my top 10 gardening tips for beginners. Don't worry, we're keeping it simple, approachable, and fun. With your toolkit ready, let's explore the top 10 tips to kickstart your gardening adventure. Before you get lost in visions of prize-winning pumpkins and rows of vibrant sunflowers, let's start with a manageable plan. Remember those ambitious home renovation projects we tackled on Fixer Upper? We always started with a solid foundation and a phased approach. Gardening is no different. Beginning with a small plot or even just a few containers allows you to get the hang of things without feeling overwhelmed. Think of it as your very own starter home for plants. You can always expand your gardening empire as you gain confidence and experience. As your green thumb gets stronger, you'll be amazed at how quickly that small patch of earth transforms into a source of fresh, homegrown goodness. Whether you're dreaming of vibrant blooms or a bountiful herb garden, starting small allows you to savor each victory and learn valuable lessons along the way. Trust me, there's a special kind of magic in nurturing those first seedlings and watching them thrive. Your garden journey is just beginning. Now comes the fun part. Choosing your plant pals. This is where you can let your personality shine through and create a garden that reflects your unique style. But hold on a second before you sprint to the nursery. Just like choosing the right fabric for a cozy armchair, selecting the right plants for your space is crucial. Start by considering your climate and the specific conditions in your garden. Do you have full sun, partial shade, or mostly shady areas? Once you know what you're working with, you can choose plants that are best suited to thrive in those conditions. It's always a good idea to start with beginner-friendly varieties, known for their hardiness and resilience. Think of them as the shiplap of the plant world. Classic, dependable, and always in style. Some easy-to-grow options include tomatoes, lettuce, peppers, and herbs like basil and mint. As you browse, take the time to research each plant's specific needs for sunlight, water, and soil type. This will set you up for success and prevent any gardening heartbreak down the road. Just like a sturdy foundation is essential for a strong house, healthy soil is the bedrock of a thriving garden. Before you start planting, it's crucial to understand what's happening beneath the surface. Think of it as conducting a little soil science to create the perfect environment for your plants to flourish. One of the simplest ways to check your soil's health is by conducting a soil test. Don't worry, it's not as intimidating as it sounds. You can pick up a soil testing kit at your local garden center, or even send a sample to a lab for a more detailed analysis. The test results will tell you about your soil's pH level, whether it's acidic or alkaline, and its nutrient content. Adding organic matter like compost or aged manure is like giving your soil a nourishing dose of vitamins. It improves drainage, aeration, and provides essential nutrients for healthy plant growth. By taking the time to understand and amend your soil, you're setting your garden up for long-term success. Watering wisdom, quenching your plant's thirst. Just like we need water to stay hydrated, our plant pals rely on us to give them a refreshing drink. But overwatering can be just as detrimental as underwatering. So let's dive into some watering wisdom to keep your garden happy and hydrated. The key is to water deeply and less frequently. Instead of giving your plants a quick sprinkle every day, aim for a good soak a few times a week. This encourages the roots to grow deeper into the soil, making them stronger and more drought-tolerant. The best time to water your garden is early in the morning before the sun gets too intense. This allows the water to penetrate the soil and reach the roots before it evaporates. When watering, focus on the base of the plant, directing the water towards the roots. Avoid getting the leaves wet, as this can create a humid environment that's more susceptible to fungal diseases. Pay attention to the signs your plants are giving you. Mulch it up. Let's talk about mulch, the secret weapon for a low-maintenance and healthy garden. Think of mulch as a cozy blanket for your soil, helping to retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Plus, it adds a polished, finished look to your garden beds. There are various types of mulch available, each with its own benefits. Organic mulches like shredded bark, wood chips, or straw decompose slowly, adding valuable nutrients to the soil as they break down. Inorganic mulches such as gravel or landscape fabric are a good option for areas where you want a more permanent solution. When applying mulch, aim for a layer that's about 2 to 3 inches deep. Mulching not only conserves water but also helps to keep those pesky weeds at bay. Weed warriors winning the battle against unwanted guests. Weeding. It's the gardening chore that nobody loves, but it's an essential part of maintaining a healthy and thriving garden. Think of it as a gentle reminder that even in the midst of beauty, a little bit of work is required to keep things in check. Weeds are masters of disguise, often popping up in the most unexpected places. They compete with your desirable plants for water, nutrients, and sunlight, so it's essential to stay vigilant and tackle them before they take over. The best way to control weeds is to catch them early when they're small and easy to remove. Regularly walk through your garden, armed with a trusty garden hoe or a pair of weeding gloves, and gently pull out any unwanted visitors. Consistency is key when it comes to weeding. Just like unwanted guests can crash a party, pests can quickly wreak havoc in your garden. But before you reach for harsh chemicals, let's explore some natural and eco-friendly ways to keep those pesky critters at bay. One of the best ways to deter pests is to create a healthy and balanced ecosystem in your garden. Beneficial insects like ladybugs, praying mantises, and lacewings are nature's pest control experts. They feast on common garden pests, keeping their populations in check. You can attract these helpful insects by planting a diverse range of flowering plants that provide them with nectar and pollen. Another natural pest control method is to use companion planting techniques. Certain plants, when planted together, can deter pests or attract their natural predators. Feeding time, nourishing your plants. Just like we need a balanced diet to thrive, our plant pals require essential nutrients to grow strong and healthy. That's where fertilizer comes in. It's like giving your garden a nourishing meal to replenish the nutrients in the soil. When choosing a fertilizer, you'll come across two main types, organic and synthetic. Organic fertilizers, such as compost, manure, or bone meal, are derived from natural sources and release nutrients slowly into the soil. Synthetic fertilizers, on the other hand, are manufactured and provide a quicker release of nutrients. The best type of fertilizer for your garden depends on your soil type, the plants you're growing, and your personal preferences. Over-fertilizing can be just as harmful as under-fertilizing, so it's important to strike the right balance. Companion planting, creating plant partnerships. Companion planting is like creating a harmonious seating chart at a dinner party. It's all about pairing plants that complement each other, enhance growth, and deter pests. This time-tested technique not only maximizes your garden space, but also creates a healthier and more vibrant ecosystem. One classic companion planting duo is tomatoes and basil. Basil acts as a natural pest repellent, deterring tomato hornworms, whiteflies, and aphids. Plus, the two plants are said to enhance each other's flavor when grown together. Another beneficial pairing is carrots and onions. Onions release a strong scent that repels carrot root flies, while carrots deter onion flies. Seasonal rhythms. Planning your garden calendar. Just like we transition our homes for different seasons, our gardens thrive when we work in harmony with nature's rhythms. Understanding your local climate and the best time to plant and harvest different crops is essential for a bountiful and fulfilling gardening experience. Before you start sowing seeds or transplanting seedlings, take some time to research your area's average frost dates. This will help you determine the optimal time to start your seeds indoors or when it's safe to plant directly in the ground. Once you know your frost dates, you can create a planting calendar that outlines when to sow, transplant, and harvest different crops. This will help you stay organized and make the most of your growing season. Gardening is a journey, not a race. Happy gardening! Well, friends, there you have it. My top 10 gardening tips to help you cultivate your own little slice of paradise. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. It's about slowing down, getting your hands dirty, and finding joy in the simple act of nurturing life. Don't be afraid to start small, experiment with different plants, and learn as you go. Some of my most cherished memories have been made in the garden, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of nature. It's a place where we can connect with the earth, ourselves, and the ones we love. So grab your gardening gloves, embrace the journey, and watch your green dreams bloom.